What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So in my last video, I did a Transgo shift kit on the TorqueFlite 904 in the D100. And in that video, I made a comment that I was just going to go ahead and take care of all the modifications at that time because I was tired of tearing into that transmission. Well, an opportunity... Garage door opener doesn't want to work. Since I completed that video, an opportunity has presented itself. An opportunity that I honestly just can't or couldn't turn down. And there it is. So I went to the pic-a-part the other day. I was looking for parts for an idea that I have. But lo and behold, there was a 91 two-wheel drive Ramcharger. So since Ramchargers and D-series pickups don't show up too often in the pic-a-parts around here, of course I had to go crawling through it. So I crawled up underneath it. And sure enough, there was a 2-wire 46 RH. So of course I had to grab it. I mean, a 46 RH is, it's essentially, up to this point, is a 727 with overdrive. Being a 2-wire, it doesn't have lockup, just the overdrive. So now I really had to have it. So I went ahead and I got it down, got it out of there, and got it home. You saw that I had it outside and took the pressure washer to it just to get all the major grime off of it. Now I've got it sitting up on the engine stand. I've got it kind of coated in some Dawn dish soap, some of my favorite degreaser. And let that sit for a while, then I'll clean it up some more. And then, so my plan is, I'm not really probably going to do a whole lot to it. I mean, I'm obviously going to drop the pan. I'll probably put a deeper pan on it, kind of like on my 904. I've got a TCI pan, so it's got the drain plug and it's got a deeper pan. I'll probably do one of those on this, but I'm not going to really tear into it. I mean, I'm going to pull the valve body, inspect that. I'll probably do band adjustments and things like that, but I'm not going to really do a whole lot. I'm just going to clean it up, probably paint it, and then inspect everything that I can see without really stripping it down, and then slap it into the D100. Now I know I'm going to have to modify the cross member, and I'll have to have the drive shaft shortened. But since the Ramcharger was a 318, which is internally balanced, my 417 stroker is internally balanced, that torque converter that was in this transmission should bolt right up to my my flex plate. So I grabbed everything from the starter to the output shaft yoke. So this should be a relatively simple swap. I mean, I know I'm going to have to do something about rigging up a vacuum switch for the overdrive, but I've got an idea for that. So let's get this thing cleaned up and slapped into the truck. So after a few days of off and on cleaning, I got this thing to about 95% done, which for this project at this time is fine. The Dawn dish soap worked great at getting the majority of the heavy grime off, and then once I got all that off, for the real stubborn stuff, I used some Easy Off heavy duty oven cleaner. Just spray it on, let it sit for 10-15 minutes or so, and then rinse it off. And I did that, I think, like twice. Just sprayed it off with a hose. I didn't even bother using the pressure washer for that part. And like I said, it's probably about 95% done, which I'm okay with for now. I really wanted to get this thing back under the truck and work on getting it mounted. So let me show you what's going on there. So I got the transmission up under the truck, and I really just have the 4 bolts holding the transmission to the block. I haven't attached the torque converter yet. The valve body's not even in it yet because that still has to get cleaned, and I'm waiting on some seals before I put all that back together. And I wasn't sure just how often I was gonna have to like put this in, take it out, put it in, take it out. So I didn't bother fully installing it yet. Like I said, there's just the 4 bolts that right now are holding it to the block. So I wanted to get the cross member situation all figured out. So unfortunately, when I was at the pic-a-part, I forgot to grab the mount that mounted the transmission to the Ramcharger's cross member. So I had to figure that out. My first thought, let's move over here, move this light. So my first thought was to try to utilize the existing or the original location. So because I didn't have the mount, I built this plate. And all I did was I just cut a template out of some cardboard, cut it to shape, drilled the holes, and then I actually drilled 2 mounting holes for the original mount from the 904 transmission. I was going to try to just mount those to this plate, use the cross member, and hopefully be done. Unfortunately, that didn't really work out just because of the way this pocket sits. It just didn't work well. So my next thought was I went to this location. So again, I used the 904, the original 904 mount, because there were 2 threaded holes right there. So I attached that there, bolted it into the cross member, and then I was able to clamp the cross member to the frame rails and start drilling holes. So right now there's only 1 bolt on each side holding it in. That's why I've still got the jack under the transmission, just in case. There's really no weight on that jack right now. It's just sitting right there. But I'm really happy with the way the cross member worked out. So I have to finish drilling those mounting holes, and then that part will be done. So that was really my focus for this video, for this week, was to get the transmission cleaned up and get the mounting figured out. Now that that's all done, I mean, I just have to, like I said, drill the rest of those holes for the cross member, but that's all done. So, like I said, I'm still waiting on a seal kit for the valve body. I want to replace the shift lever seal where it comes through the case. I want to replace that seal, and I also want to replace the O-rings on the electrical connector for the overdrive solenoid. I think that's really the only seals I'm really worried about right now. So that'll be done probably next video. Also, I have parts coming for the operation of the overdrive solenoid itself. So, like I said, all that will hopefully be done next video. I'm also having to replace the pan because somebody previously decided to use all the RTV when they did a fluid change. So to get that pan off, it got pretty well destroyed. So that pretty much wraps up for this video. Like I said, the goals for this one were really just get everything cleaned up and get the mounting figured out. So that's accomplished. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment down below. Like I said, I'm trying to really show as much detail as what it's going to take to do a 904 727 conversion over to like this 46 RH. So hopefully you guys get some value out of it. Hopefully you enjoy it, and I'll catch you on the next one.